Austin, Texas, home to technological and cultural advantage. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Scanning the field, it's Provo. He's going to take off. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build...
He lobs one high down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Florida! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back. Gonna take a shot. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gators!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together.
They'll run this play from the pistol. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Trying to get to it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work, now facing second and long from the 19. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Gators decide to punt it away. Fair catch, called for and made. Offense set on first down. They'll go to the ground. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Flushed out of the pocket. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Handoff to the lone back. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. And the Gators will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They're able to put a stop to that return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive, so someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
Nothing but green ahead. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Hold it, open.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. Wide out in motion. The give to the tailback. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
The Gators are on the move. Gets it out fast.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And it's right down the boulevard. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Hold it, open.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And, guys, this is a great time to take a shot if you want on second and short. Makes the grab. It's Wilkinson. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll ride the hot hand. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. It's good. And they'll trot off. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between and the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilkinson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Defense getting a boost from this crowd on 3rd and long. He's going to get stopped, trapped. Offense getting set for 1st down. Quick release on the RPO. At midfield, he's got room. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Finds a crease at the 20. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
Well, this running thing doesn't seem to be working. It looks like they're going to have to throw it, but as we know, David, these windows down here, man, they are tight.
Touchdown, Florida! And with that one, they jump on top here in the... 1st down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
They're going to run it. Across the 25, he's got room. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Gator! And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Dances away from the heat. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The Gators will send out the punt unit. They'll get down and put a stop to it. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the big fella. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line. on the play.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead. They're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
Using his legs to buy some time. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
And a nice... The defense finally makes the stop. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Coming after it. Got his man quickly. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that well. Good coverage.
To throw, it's Provo. Flips it out in the flat. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The quarterback takes a knee. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us from here for Jeff.